Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I've had a very interesting day. Kind of starting with essentially waking up super late, then doctor's appointment, and I don't know. I guess that's really about all that's happened. It's just to me it feels more significant than usual because I generally don't do a lot. Guess that's my fault for leading a kind of boring lifestyle, but the problem is when things get exciting, it does bad things to me, because generally it's super stressful and it makes my brain go, you didn't do that good enough, and then I get sad. You guys know how mental health stuff works, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. Well, first things first, classic soundtrack, but today we're going to be looking at Gust Volley. Now, Gust Volley is just one of these shotgun Arcana, of which there's a few. I can quick go over the other ones. There's Flame Fusion, obviously Gust Volley. Here we've got Spiral Rumblers. In Electricity, the shotgun Arcana is Dynamic Disarray. I don't count Spark Array. That's more of a, just, wide-ranging control. Here it's Frost Fan. Is there one here? I guess maybe Piercing Void or Null Parade could be considered that, but when I say shotgun, I mean a spell that's just a series of projectiles that get released in a cone-shaped pattern. The whole point is that at range, they can be used to essentially control a group, but then close range, they can be used to hit one enemy with multiple projectiles, doing a whole bunch of damage. And that's why I call them the Shotgun Arcana. So Gust Volley is Wind's variation on that. It's a very simple spell. It's just throw out a bunch of projectiles. And then the signature is just as simple. Do that same thing 3 times. It's very simple, but when you keep in mind the idea that there's the versatility of casting it at range to keep a bunch of mooks back, versus getting up in their face and just casting it in their face to do a bunch more damage, there's a little bit of versatility there, and I think that's definitely a good thing. So we're going to take a very generalized approach to this one. I think we want to use something that allows us to get into the enemy's faces, but not something that we have to use. I think Aegis Charge is just fine for that. As far as our others, I think Frost Feint is good. And now our basic. So I think this is one of those cases where there isn't necessarily a right or wrong answer. You just take what feels comfortable for the build. And I think what feels comfortable for the build is something a little more mid-range. Thinking like Aqua Arc or Bolt Rail, because these two are a little closer range. I mean, Bladed Vine could work too. That's a little slow. That's even slower. That's very close range. It's very specific, very specific. Yeah, I think we're actually going to do Aqua Arc, just because we haven't used it in a while. And that's kind of the idea behind what I was thinking for this run. Except for, what are we going to do for our starting relic? I think for our starting relic, we'll just go very basic. We'll just stick with Jade's Jewel Tiara, and we'll go from there. Oh, and let's not forget to change the soundtrack! Go with Dale North's original compositions. I sing Dale North's praises all the time, so I'm not necessarily going to do it this time, but you guys know how I feel about his music. It's one of those things that I think really stands out about this game. I think it really makes Astral Ascent pop. Like, this man knows how to compose music. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and get started here. I think... Oh, where do we start? I think we start with Atlas just because our signature is projectile-based, and I kind of just want to not have to deal with that later on. So there we go. Alright, so Gust Volley. See, the other thing I really... Well, I guess not the other thing. I even said one thing that I like about Gust Volley yet, aside from that it's very versatile. But I do like that it comes out very quickly, whether it's the signature or the basic cast. And it generally works decently well at most ranges, so... Again, that's kind of what that's one of the things I really like, is that it's a very versatile spell. I say no thank you to the crazy evil stopwatch. And there we go. So, again, it's a very simple setup, but you can see that it works wonders. And because we've run into so many heavy enemies, we've got plenty of dough to play around with. And Frost Feint is working wonders, if I do say so myself. Okay, so we can get those upgraded nicely. I'm down for that, and Spiral Rumblers. I guess this is just kind of a shotgun sort of day, isn't it? I'm going to wait before picking that up, because I don't know if that's what I want. But it's a good sign. That means there's a lot of control going on here. A lot of dead ends to walk into. See, I wanted to cast that one at range to try to keep the Earth Summoners from bombarding the battlefield with their Earth Stomp agents. I'd say it worked out pretty well. Alright, well, we're gonna grab that. Grab that. And we have yet to find red, which I think is up here. Or I'm completely wrong, it's just another dead end. Don't worry, this is nothing out of the usual for me. I find dead ends all the time. Okay, so we have multiple options here. I don't No. Like, this one could lead to the Magician's outfit, but lowering the activation speed of my Arcana means that my basic combo is going to be clunky, to say the least. So I don't know how I feel about that, but tell you what, I am going to give it a shot and see what happens. Oh, I really hope I find the Magician's Hat. There's a reason I don't like taking this while I get comfy in my chair, but there's a reason I don't like taking... why I don't like taking the Magician's Wand. Okay. That was smooth. That was the best casting of that spell I could have possibly had. Alright, so let's go ahead and upgrade this. Then we'll probably come back for the other upgrade in a bit. I hate being poisoned in this game. I think it doesn't do a ton of damage, but it just interrupts your cast and then just throws them onto cooldown, like, forever. Hey, sweet, another dead end. Have we noticed a trend yet? Is just dead ends with me. No lightning aspect for me, thank you. Okay, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's not so bad having the Magician's Wand right now. Hey, you got anything fun for me? You know what? We'll take the tiny crocodile heart. And that would be the other thing that I really like about Gust Volley, is its nice wide range allows you to do things like clear out those nitroglycerin barrels from a distance. Hi-ho there, sir! Have anything interesting for me today? Kind of. And that's not even gonna help, so hold on to that. I will take this, however. Alright, let's go ahead and pop in here, grab this. Also, I forgot that I had the Token of Doom active, so we're not going to see anything that gets rid of... Or we're not going to see anything that involves... My brain hurts. Yeah, we're not going to see anything that involves Nocturne or Dr. Song, so we're not necessarily donating Arcana. Alright, yeah, I like Ignition Drive, but I think it's best if I just leave that be. And we move on. Look, everyone, it's Atlas! Owie. Alright, the Aegis Charge combo is working just fine. And I guess we'll take this as an area sweeper. Why not? So obviously, from this point on, enemies have more actions that they can take. Silly knight. Alright, anything good here? I mean, not really. Especially not Permafrost Bulwark. Ew, hell with that spell. I hope that doesn't return in Wizard of Legend 2, or if it does, maybe they could actually, like, make it useful. I guarantee there's someone who's just getting upset about, like, how dare you make fun of the best Arcana in the game? What's wrong with you? Like, apparently Cecil takes offense to that. He's like, no, but I like shields. It's like, yes, I understand you feel that way, but this is not a very effective shield. Got anything good for me? Kind of. Not really worried about armor, though. I will take this. Now, if only I could find something like the Curse Eater's Mask. That would really help. Oh, well, there's the Magician's outfit. Alright. Now I'm feeling much better about things. Alright, speed is back, baby. Alright, so that was worth it, and it was on a run where it was relatively easy to handle the wand. Alright, and Tiny Crocodile Heart is definitely doing its job. So, yeah, we're feeling pretty good now. Well, I know him. I know what you're thinking. Dark Sage, don't do it. You've had issues with this before. But I'm sorry, the improved stun values and... the improved stun values and damage are just too much for me to pass up. Okay, well, we can get rid of this and pick up this now. No, I'm good with what I have. Although I wouldn't mind getting rid of Inferno Beam for something a bit more effective against the twins. It's not really that big a deal. God, I love Aegis Charge. So part of what you're noticing about Gust Volley is that because of the conical shape of the spell's AoE, it has just a ton of range. It pierces enemies. It's good for clearing out obstacles. Like, again, this is another one of those spells that just it does a lot, especially if you use it right. Which it's hard to use it wrong when it's got such a big area of effect. If for some reason you really like attacking walls, maybe this isn't for you, but I mean, what are you expecting? Wall meat? I know there's a contingent of people who are going, I'm feeling very called out right now. Oh, hey, speaking of Curse Eater's objects, I think that will easily go over Thesis on Defense. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 cursed objects, so this is doing just fine. I'm feeling very tanky. Which definitely goes well with the idea that I'm not moving very quickly right now, but hey, who needs to at this point? And there you go. And that's how you use a super shotgun. Which also gives me a pretty good idea for this video's thumbnail. Beautiful. Alright, well that was everything that could have gone wrong in that room. I don't know how I feel about that. I also don't know how I feel about these items. Like, if I'm going to receive double damage, I'd like to do double damage. Oh, more curse eaters. Now, I think in this case, though, we want the top hat. You just look so dapper. I'm also thinking at this point we can probably just... Well, no, I'm not going to get rid of the Token of Doom. Though at this point, the Aegis Charge Gust Volley combo is no longer as relevant. It's still a thing that we'll be using against the bosses. Oh, we didn't find Iris, but do we need to? I think I'm pretty comfortable with what I have. I am feeling the power flow through me. And the ammunition let rip from my shotgun. That's right. If you ever wanted to feel like Doom Guy, just pick up this relic, not relic, Arcana. And if ever asked the question, are you any good with that shotgun? You can always reply with, not that I need to be at this range, but I'm a fucking surgeon with this shotgun. Hold on. Let's actually take the portal. Come on, be smart. No, there's nothing here that I want to use over Inferno Beam. Alright. Last chance for... My movement speed is already pretty slow. I don't know if I... Yeah, I don't know if I want any of these. I might change my mind later, but right now, nah. See, we got anything here that we want? Again, not really. Nope, now we really are just Doom Guy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, you hit me once? Well, how dare you? I think it's time to show you what a real soldier can do. A real dapper soldier, with a love for the finer things in life. And there we go. Not sure if you can accurately call that a boss fight, but close enough. Alright, last chance for anything interesting. You know, like this Curse Eater's Watch. And then this. And then this. Alright, well this will be nice and easy. Oh my goodness, are you serious? And there we go. That wasn't even a fight. So once again, I think the run itself was more so the star of the show than the Arcana. But make no mistake, because Gust Volley can both control rooms and do huge damage when you get up close with it, it played a huge factor in making sure that we could sweep the trials with flying colors. And you know what? I'm happy we got to show it to you. Not just show it to you, but do so looking dapper as hell. This was a good palate cleanser run, as if the Airborne Slam run before wasn't. Like, this run just felt good, and I'm happy I got to show it to you. Now, if I were to say there was any sort of big weakness to Gust Volley, it's that the further away the enemy is, the less damage they're likely to take. But I mean, that's about it. Also, if you're really close, they're really close to you, there's a good chance that you might miss. But considering how much damage you can do, no, I really like Gust Volley. I think it's one of the stronger air signature Arcana in the game, and it fits right up there with some of these strongest ones that I've already reviewed. So yeah, give this one a try. It's really good. Like, and don't just focus on how strong this run was. Try it for yourself on a run that doesn't go this hard, and I guarantee you'll have a good time with it. Just trust me, you'll love it. But that's it for me for right now, so thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate you coming and spending some of your free time here with me today. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care, everybody.